Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Capricorn. I have got a very special message for you when it comes to November indeed, because November is going to be the moment in time when you are going to reach a really important and very significant levels of your own divine consciousness. This is an important moment in time because it's about a certain completion, it's about a certain direction, it's about a certain path that you have been following, that you have found yourself on, and that particular path is going to have an ending. This is an important moment in time because when I say an ending, this is very significant indeed, because it's going to symbolize, and it means that that particular stage of your life is slowly coming to an end. This is nothing unusual because we are talking about November, then we have December. It is a very significant moment in time when it comes to the actual unfoldment, when it comes to every single indeed sign of zodiac. But some of the signs are going to be quite affected more than the other signs, and this is purely due to the fact that you, my gorgeous Capricornians, you had certain options like slightly different to the rest of the signs, especially when it comes to your karma, and especially when it comes to certain things that you have been focusing on. And that's why this is going to have such a strong indication for you, especially in November. As I said, every sign has got a significant unfoldment, which actually normally starts in September, and then it's October, November, and December. And by the time the December comes, there is an option going to manifest. An option is going to happen, which is just literally going to change your life. But of course, this is all going to happen one step at a time. When I say that this particular time is going to affect you more than the rest of the signs, this is a significant progress that you are going to make. And also when it comes to your spiritual journey, you also had to deal with quite a lot in your past. And especially when it comes to the last 36 months, you know, this was very karmically important time. This was very karmically significant time that affected Capricornians in such a way where you kind of couldn't maybe like speed up the certain processes about your life. Like you would find yourself like feeling a little bit bored with the current situation or current situations in your life, but you also at the same time you have found yourself in a little flip-flop situation, and especially when it comes to the like a little trap, you know, in such a sense where you couldn't kind of find a way out. The only way out for you out of these particular situations in your life was just to get on and do what you need to do in order to achieve what you need to achieve. And once you reach the certain point, once you reach the certain moment, then it's like boom, boom, boom. This is like going to be the moment in time that it's going to be important, because this is when you're going to be able to make a certain edit, adjustment, or readjustment. Now, this is nothing unusual, and this was karmically very important time for you to kind of get on with these things in your life, for you to kind of stay on certain paths as long as possible. Now, what is going to happen and it's going to be quite interesting in November, is that because you are reaching that particular certain completion, it is just a wonderful feeling of happiness that you are going to have, a wonderful feeling of excitement that you are going to have. The balance is going to be absolutely perfect, which is on another hand going to reflect on you in such a fantastic way when it comes to your own radiance and manipulation of your energy and radiance. Throughout November 2019, you will be able to manipulate your own radiance, you will be able to manipulate your own energy to such an amazing extent, like it's going to be absolutely unbelievable. You're very powerful signs indeed. You have got your own powers, you're very deep, you're very mysterious, you're very much so like a very similar in many different ways to Scorpios. Scorpios are very powerful, very mysterious, and when it comes to the actual power of your mind, when it comes to your manifestation, you're like ooh la la. You can just look at someone and people can just feel the whole story, people can feel the whole energy, you know, and this is brilliant. If you don't feel right sometimes, maybe that may not be that great, but for the most of the time, 99.99% of the time, this is an amazing and absolutely wonderful and really powerful energy to actually use, as long as you project it in the actual correct way. And that's why I'm saying, when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricornians, you are that much stronger, that much sharper, that much more powerful, because you are born at the darkest time of the year. To be born at the darkest time of the year, my gorgeous Capricornians, you see, at the same time, this is, you know, this is like a really the greatest blessings, because you're able to dive really deep, you're able to go really deep, you are on another hand able to reach and to achieve the divine levels of your subconscious and conscious mind like no one else. And that's why this is so remarkable, and that's why you are going to benefit from this particular energy, because you're going to be able to dive that much deeper indeed. This is such an important moment in time. And also, what else I was going to say, this is just, it looks like also that, you know, what you had the patience with, you know, and what you were really working on, and what, you know, you wanted to happen and unfold, you know, in your life, in most certainly an unfoldment, a very sacred, a very beautiful unfoldment of events you are going to have throughout November indeed. But in particular, there is going to be the 27th of November, which is going to reveal something very significant to you. So it's going to be the 27th of November 2019. It is going to reveal an amazing and absolutely mind-blowing option for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. This is all direct result of your hard work. This is direct result of your karma. This is direct result of your spiritual journey. This is the direct result of all the good things that you were doing and you were making and you were focusing on, and and also it is going to be an important moment in time of a return of a karma. Karma is very deep. Karma is very powerful. Karma is very meaningful indeed in many different ways. So you are also going to benefit rather beautifully from the situation. And this is going to happen on the 27th of November as well. This is all going to be the product of your energy, your power, your spiritual journey, and your karma. But especially going back to within the last 3 years, you have done something good to someone. You have acted in a good way. You were like a challenged without even realizing, my babies. You were challenged without even realizing, and this is why this is an important part, an important and integral part of your spiritual journey, because it's very deep, and it's just like, oh my Lord, you know, sometimes it's very like difficult to explain how deep and how powerful this emotion, this energy, this strength, this power is actually going to be. But that karmic situation that you created, where you were like kind of challenged, you know, without you even realizing, now this is all going to bounce back at exactly the same time in your life, when you are having a sacred completion. And on the 27th of November, this is what is going to happen. An option is going to appear, a certain stage is going to appear, a certain realization is going to become really evident, that the things are slowly going to start changing. An option that is going to be really good, very attractive indeed. It's to do with your security, it's to do with your power, it's to do with your excitement, it's to do with the next stage, it's to do with like securing something really important for the future. But most importantly, it's to do with the whole new stage that is about to start on this day. This is only going to be the beginning, and it's going to come to you, it's going to be born, it's going to start like an inspiration, an option, excitement, and as soon as you start thinking about a certain stage about your life. And this in itself is going to be the absolutely brand new beginning, because after this moment in time, everything is going to change indeed, because the balance is going to be completely different, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. You see, this is also going to be ridiculously important time when it comes to really important people in your life, because they are going to be around, they are going to be about, and they're going to be confirming things for you throughout. And I like it, because you're going to be benefiting from that like there is no tomorrow, because the right people are going to be coming in and out of your life, who are going to be able to like project on your energy so beautifully, and then you will be able to benefit from that so much. And there is a really good advice that you are going to get at this moment in time. Absolutely fantastic, very remarkable, mind-blowing, and literally life-changing, my gorgeous Capricornians indeed. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and it's for November 2019. So it's for you, my beautiful Capricornians, and it's for November 2019. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what, Capricornians? Your number in numerology this month indeed is number 8. I mean, come on. It is all about your justice. It is all about your power. It is all about the next direction, financial opportunities, and it's also about the news that you are going to hear about your own security and power, but especially when it comes to about to your finances. Something very important it's going to happen here when it comes to your future planning, and also a new option is going to become available for you when it comes to your own future planning as well. And I really like it, because I know that this is going to put a big smile on your face, but it's also to do with a new project, new option, new realization, like apprenticeships as well, like things that are going to reflect on your life and on the next stage of your life at the same time. So whatever is going on now in November, my gorgeous Capricornians, you will be looking at things from a completely different picture, from a completely bigger picture, and that in itself is going to become a rather vibrant moment in time, because it's going to put a big smile on your face. You're going to be very optimistic, and you are going to find yourself like doing quite a lot and achieving quite a lot throughout this month indeed. What else I was going to say, my gorgeous Capricornians, my lord, it is all about the justice. There is a justice that is coming. One justice is going to be like your spiritual justice, my bambinis and my bambinas, I love you. And the other justice that you're going to have, it's going to be justice that is just kind of connected to you and to other people as well. But when it comes to the certain process that started, whether you waited for somebody to start some kind of court case, whether you were waiting for some kind of court case results, or whether you were waiting for someone like to decide something for you, just expect some kind of a decision to be made, and you are going to like it. You're going to be very happy, and most certainly you're going to feel very satisfied and good when you hear this, because at the same time this is going to bring you proper balance, so it's going to be quite good. On another hand, it's a brilliant month to actually start processes, to start negotiations, to do something big, to do something huge, to do something you want to do in a long time, because you will be the part of this absolutely remarkable vibration, when you're going to have a self-satisfied feeling throughout the months indeed. And also you will get an advice, you will get an absolutely mind-blowing golden advice, my gorgeous Capricornians, this month. So watch this space. It's going to be absolutely remarkable what this month is actually going to do to you indeed. And also, you're going to have a feeling, my lord, a good time to begin new projects indeed. And this is going to be a good time to begin your project, but also you're going to feel on the wings of an angel, because you're going to feel like anything is possible. This is because you're going to get rid of that, or get rid of that heavy karma that you had around for the past 24 months indeed. At the same time, you are going to have a very powerful and sharp control over situations, strength, courage, energy, determination is just going to come back, and that is just going to shake you up so nicely. And also confidence, it's going to come through your own accomplishment. This is so good for you, because it's also balance is going to be absolutely perfect, and you're going to realize something really important about your life, really important about what you want to do next, and also about a certain part of you that is actually calling you to kind of pay attention to it a little bit as well, to explore it, expand it. You see, this is all going to be the wonderful time of blessings, where your power is going to be like so strong, so significant, and most certainly at the same time the time of a wonderful and rather significant unfoldment. What else I was going to say, my gorgeous Capricornians, you see, what I quite like about this month when it comes to your health, you see, the ailments that you had, that you didn't see any improvements, now most certainly this is going to be a great moment in time, because it's going to be a lot about healing, and the energy levels are going to be quite good, and that in itself is going to be very good, because it's going to put a big smile on your face, and you're going to find yourself achieving quite a lot. On another hand, it's just rather important to kind of pay attention to your liver and kidneys, because liver and kidneys are going to be quite sensitive areas. So please try to get something like a milk thistle, which is quite good, which is rather fantastic for your liver and kidneys, like a milk thistle tincture. It's absolutely brilliant. You take it for like about 6 weeks, then you take it for a couple of weeks breaks, then you take it for 6 weeks again, then you have a break. You know, you don't take this the whole time, because otherwise your body would get used to these natural herbs and then it wouldn't be as effective. On another hand, you can also take like a dandelion tea, which is absolutely brilliant for the actual liver and kidneys. It works like a wonderful filter. And also on another hand, what else I was going to say to you that would be absolutely brilliant, to actually take like a blueberries, goji berries, blackberries, any berries. Like if you could make your own smoothie, you know, throughout this month, would be absolutely fantastic, because it's going to help you quite a lot with your liver and kidneys indeed, to drink the actual smoothie every single morning, and that is going to help you really beautifully. And on another hand, just basically, I know I'm saying quite a lot, sorry, but it's just basically it's the more important moment in time when it comes to the actual this time of the year. It's just like a cold and flu, but especially when it comes to you, this is still going to be just the only thing is just to protect yourself from this type of infections. And you basically do it like by taking like an organic acerola cherry powder that I recommend all the time, and it's one of the most important things ever, because it's a natural vitamin C. It's without any synthetics, you know, it's organic, it's a powder you take every single morning, 1 little teaspoon with a little bit of water, and drink it, and that is going to give you a whopping 1060 to 180 milligrams of vitamin C per serving, which is a lot. And you can just drink this on an empty stomach, and it's an absolutely brilliant thing to take. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP whether you can take these supplements or not, because only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not, my gorgeous Capricornius. But I highly recommend this to you indeed. Okay, so the very first date that I would like to pay attention to, it's going to be the 2nd of November. The 2nd of November, my gorgeous and beautiful Capricornians, is going to be all about the transformation. When we are going through transformation, I highly recommend you to get something like a black tourmaline crystal. This is going to be highly intuitive month, and it's going to reflect on you in so many different ways, and that sometimes can be a little bit draining, okay? Just a tiny little bit draining. So this is why I recommend you to get like a black tourmaline, because it's going to protect your energy against all sorts of negative energies, and it's going to help you with the grounding quite a lot. If you would like to buy black tourmaline, I suggest you to have this throughout November with you, or in December as well. It's going to be just as important. The link is in the description below, and by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, of course. The 2nd of November, it's going to bring you beautiful transformational feeling. It is going to start right then, right there. You will feel like you want to do things, you want to like explore things, especially around you. You want to edit things, you want to change things, you want to have a certain adjustments, and this is nothing unusual, because that at the same time is going to make you very active, this particular energy. And as more as you're active on the 2nd of November in particular, the more powerful vibration it's going to be. The more powerful vibration is going to be, the more ideas you're going to have. Do you see how interesting this is going to work? By you doing things, by you moving about, by you creating things, by you doing things, changing things in your home, changing things in your environment on the 2nd of November. At the same time, you're going to be raising your energy. You're going to be raising your energy so powerfully, and that is going to make you even more artistic, even more active, even more determined. And this is when the magic is going to happen, because there is the certain motivation that you are going to have, and this is when the certain realization you're going to have something that you will really want to do. Something is going to be confirmed here to you, something is going to become obvious here to you, something is going to feel so strong that the new stage about your life is just going to start unfolding then and there. But it's going to start with you starting to feel very much so very open-minded towards the certain stage of your life, a certain part of your life that was kind of blocking you to move on through within the last like about few years, for example. So this is when things are going to start changing beautifully because of this wonderful influence and motivation that you're going to have. This in itself is going to be an amazing harmony that is going to start literally a rebirth when it comes to your own life. An absolutely fantastic power and unfoldment indeed. The second important day is going to be on the 12th of November. Now this is important to remember that you need to make an important decision here. You will be tricked into the little situation where you will think that you've got like a bit more time to actually make some kind of decision. So basically the bottom line is that 12th of November is going to be the day when you come across a certain problem, a certain situation, certain realization, something kind of maybe a little bit negative, but it's going to require from you to sort something out. It's important for you to do an edit, like really immediately right there, because that is also going to be almost immediately going to have an improvement of your own personal development, and that in itself is going to be the great outcome of your past efforts, which is going to lead towards your own really big starting point or a rebirth. Absolutely fantastic, because it's a lot about development. Your personal development will on the 12th of November go on the next stage, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. And that is going to mean so much to you, because it's purely going to be the direct result of your own effort. It's an outcome and you will like it. On another hand, it's the practical knowledge that you are going to have, something that you know how to do, something that is giving you strength. It's going to be confirmed even more here to you, and that is going to provide you with a really wonderful option. On another hand, that in itself is going to start up a wonderful moment in time with a harmony in between you and really important people in your life, because 3 months later are going to be superb when it comes to the importance of an unfoldment of this situation. 11 12 1 2, you see, 11 12 1 2. So February 2020 is going to be superb and very important, like the next stage of this situation that it's going to unfold from this moment. And it's all about resolution of a problem that you're going to have through conclusion, healing, and rather satisfactory result. And that is so good, because it's all about the compromise and inspiration and artistic feeling that you're going to have at the same time. I highly suggest you to get something like a lapis lazuli. Look at this baby, also known as the stone of an ancient Egypt. Very powerful crystal when it comes to your intuition, and very powerful crystal when it comes to remembering your dreams. You are going to be dreaming a lot. You're going to be in so many different ways at the different time, so many different places at the different time. But this time the difference will be the ability to stretch your mind that much further. In order to get all this goodness that we can get out of that energy, we just need to get something like a lapis lazuli, also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, which is going to beautifully help you to remember your dreams, and especially those particular like important ones. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, of course. The third important date, my gorgeous Capricornians, is going to be on the 25th of November. It is all about you feeling ooh la la on top of the world about a great skill, something you will want to develop so much, but you're going to feel so good because it's all about praise, all about good feeling, all about good realization, all about good situation when you feel very honored by your hard work, for example. And it's so good because there is going to be the materialistic gain that is going to come through that. But at the same time, the 25th of November, it's the time when you need to be a little bit normal, a little bit careful. When you need to be like a little bit careful, because there is going to be like a little snaky in a grassy, and I don't like this snaky in a grassy, because you're not going to have a shoes, you see, so you just have to be careful where you step. But this particular snake, it doesn't bite that bad, and it's not poisonous bad, it is just a little caution that you will need to have. With other words, the 25th of November, it's also going to be the moment in time when you don't kind of do like some kind of like a dealing, so you don't start some kind of negotiation just on this particular day. I would believe be careful. Actually, not necessarily you don't start it, but just be careful and be extra cautious a little bit, because on this day somebody may try to trick you into some kind of situation, into some kind of cortex where you wouldn't want to be. And that's why I would like you to kind of like be careful in such a sense where you keep your personal things to yourself and don't start like a big project, but only on this particular day, because somebody who's like a little bit of a user is going to be around you, but you will be aware of it and you will know who this is, you see. And this is another reason why black tourmaline would be rather powerful, so you protect yourself against people like this, you see. Okay, so now basically going on the very first part of November 2019, it is just going to start very vibrationally powerful moment in time where you will feel lots of energy and you will want to change. Suddenly you will want to change, make a big step when it comes to your life and when it comes to you making a decision. And that decision is just gonna at the same time start creating an important path when it comes to you starting to make changes. And you will know, in order to kind of make an adjustment and cut out a certain part of your life in order to move on, this is also going to be the important part of your strength and stamina that is going to be tested at the same time. But you will know, you will be aware that there is going to be the strong link with this time and the future planning right then and there, because it's to do with the luxury and culmination. And that option is going to be the main optimistic moment in time which is going to keep you going. Because of that balance, you're also going to do something very important when it comes to your own possession, and also, you know, at the greatest awakening, the greatest moment in time, you're going to have an awakening from especially the time where you were thinking and focusing about a certain stage of your life in the last 2 years, and now it's just, you're going to realize, oh my god, this is going to start unfolding in such a wonderful way. And you're going to like it, because it's all about your practicality, security and realization that you've got more resources than you need in order to move on, to get to the stage where you want. But you will know it's a lot to do with the beginning that's coming, but you need to be brave. You need to be brave, because there are lots of elements that you're going to need to learn through learning things and through this wonderful synchronicity that you are going to have most certainly in between the beginning of November by the time we get to the mid-November. It is all about the victory and mental clarity that you are going to have, and that is going to help you realization, success, you know, just to basically, there was a wishful thinking, certain stage of your life it's going to come to an end and you're not gonna like it, and you will realize, you will make a decision that you will change it, but you will just realize it was wishful thinking, which is absolutely great, because at the same time it's the realization. It's a powerful moment in time, because that creates an energy in itself, and that is just going to give you a feeling like you want to move on from the situation for a day or two. Somewhere by the water would be quite wonderful to spend some time in the mid of November if you can, because that is going to have an extra powerful impact and influence on you when it comes to your own vibration and energy, which is just going to make you even highly intuitive. And what is going to happen, you are most certainly going to have some kind of like an option that is just going to start unfolding here for you, and you're going to feel so brave, you're going to feel so optimistic, and that feeling is going to keep you on top of the world. And there are two choices that are going to become available to you, and they immediately are going to be psychically such an important, powerful moment in time, because there is a vision that you are going to have, and that vision is going to feel so strong, so powerful, so significant, and it's most certainly going to keep you going. And that particular vision that you're going to have consciously and subconsciously is going to become an integral part of your spiritual journey, because by the time you get to the last part of November, you're going to set yourself on an adventure. Your mindset is going to change, your way of thinking is going to change, the way you look at things is going to change. So something that was a problem before, now it's going to become like a wonderful adventure. And that, my gorgeous Capricornians, when you get to that energy, that power, that vibration, you are incredible indeed. And you are going to have a very strong assertion here, and you are going to have an advice from someone very important, someone very powerful, someone very spiritual, someone very significant, like a spiritual guru, or someone's advice is going to travel to you at the end of November, because you're going to be wondering, you're going to be having a confusing situation, because you will not not too sure what to do. You will have an indecisive situation, and the decision that you're going to make, my gorgeous Capricornians, is most certainly going to come through your own spiritual leader, and it is going to be the right decision, and it's going to be amazing, it's going to be incredible, and it's going to be the beginning of something very important. Also, the actual authority, somebody who's very authoritative in your life, is going to come through at the end of November. Whether you work, whether you don't work, whoever you wait for something, whoever is an authority figure in your life, it's going to come through at the end of November, and it's going to kind of like give you a fantastic honor, and that is just going to be so good for you, and it's going to mean to you, and this is going to be like a very, very, very personal moment in time indeed, and it's going to make you feel really happy, and you're going to realize you're reaching a very important stage here as a family, or the people that are dearest to you, people that mean to you the most. There is something very important going to happen at the end of November. Very good problem is coming to an end, so there is a joy in the family, within the people. But then at the same time, you know, you're gonna reach a very important stage in your life when you're gonna feel really proud, and people are gonna feel really proud of you, and this is gonna be so good. And that in itself, it's gonna become an important moment in time, because you are most certainly, just remember, you're gonna face a challenge at the end of November, a little challenge, and it's gonna make you feel, oh God, I don't know if I can do it. Just be very open-minded, be very brave, because you're going to surprise yourself. You are going to surprise yourself at the end of November, and you're going to face a challenge, and that challenge is going to be the main reason why so much is actually going to change. The things are going to start changing, the things are going to start unfolding in such a way when you're going to have an absolutely mind-blowing, superb completion when it comes to the actual recognition. It's going to be so good, because absolutely an amazing moment in time when it comes to you feeling very honorable about yourself. This is going to be great. This is going to be absolutely everything, because most certainly it is going to be the step in the right direction, but also on another hand, it is the control over the situation that you are going to have, confidence, self-esteem and power. Absolutely fantastic moment in time, which is going to reveal something quite significant about your own spiritual journey, but at the same time, beautiful new financial option that is just going to be waiting for you at the end of this month. But it's just going to feel like an adventure. It's going to feel absolutely remarkable. This is because the balance is going to be absolutely perfect. Wow, my gorgeous Capricornians. What else I was going to say, if you didn't get like a sage, dry sage, please get a dry sage, and just make sure you smudge your home at least once in November, at least once in December, because you will be very intuitive, very spiritually. As I said, on one hand it's brilliant because you are spiritually open, but on another hand you're open to all sorts of entities and energies, and this is how you protect yourself, by smudging your home, okay? And I highly suggest you to do this. If you would like to get this dry sage stick, you can also get this from my website, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, so now my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. Oh la la, an absolutely remarkable option that you are going to have, financial option. You're going to have something that you were both working on, something that you were both hoping to achieve, something that you were both focusing on. You see, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, or when it comes to your finances. So there is a great achievement that it's actually going to happen here, and that in itself is going to be brilliant, because it's going to bring you a reason for celebration, a beautiful harmony, and a whole new perspective indeed. I'm so happy, because there is also going to be an important decision that you're both going to make, and I really like it. As a couple, this month is going to be important, significant, because a certain conversation is going to be very important that you're going to have, and you're both going to decide something, and most certainly that is going to take you like so in a beautiful place, both of you. But it's just like when it comes to your own like a kind of prosperity, luxury, well-being, security and power, most certainly a very important stage is going to unfold, and very significant decision you're going to make. It looks like something that you decided some time ago. Now you're going to talk about it again, but this time things are going to be different. This time you're just going to go for it indeed. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to those of you Capricornians that are single and ready to mingy. Stranger in the night, Capricornius in the morning, stranger in the night, Capricornius in the morning. I'm saying this because you're going to have a Vavavumish moment in time this month. Vavavumish, very, very beautiful, very amazing. Your radiance is going to be like at its peak, so you're going to be attracting all sorts of people who you would want to attract. Okay, so you're going to be really enjoying yourself, so it's going to be fantastic when it comes to your confidence, fantastic when it comes to your self-esteem, fantastic when it comes to you feeling great, fantastic when it comes to you feeling enlightened, because this is going to be the moment in time when you will be able to manipulate your own energy to its absolute maximum levels, which means that there are going to be lots of people that are going to respond to your flirting. You are going to meet some really important people this month indeed, but also it's like a lot going to be about making decisions, business decisions, important decisions, certain advice you're going to get also that is going to be quite significant. But most certainly at the moment in time when you have a success gain and there is some kind of obstacle that you're going to have, you're going to be surrounded by people. You're not going to be thinking about love, romance or anything like that. This is going to be the moment in time this person is going to walk into your life and it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and this person is going to change everything. Be prepared to be swept off your feet, my gorgeous Capricornians, because someone very, very special, very beautiful and very significant and very powerful, quite successful as well, is about to enter your life. Indeed, just watch this space, my gorgeous Capricornians. Watch this space. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all to bits. I'm sending you brightest blessing, lots of love, healing and light to every single one of you. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.